Hi, I'm Alex, and today I'm going to be teaching you some dynamic warm-ups to get started before basketball practice. According to the National Strength and Conditioning Association, dynamic stretches are a type of functionally based stretching exercises that use sport-specific movements to prepare the individual, or you, for activity. So today I'm going to run through 4 stretches that will prepare you before a practice, or you can even use these before a game as well. They will be the walking knee lift, butt kicks, inchworm, as well as toy soldiers alternating with single leg deadlift. Alright, so the first exercise that we're going to do is the walking knee lift. Where this exercise is going to stretch out your gluteus maximus as well as your hamstrings. This will help with basketball because it'll warm up those muscles for, of course, the running that's going to take place in the game, as well as the powerful jumps that you're going to need to either shoot or get a rebound. So first you're going to start off standing erect. Make sure you have good posture during this whole exercise. You're going to step forward with your left foot, flexing your right hip and right knee, grabbing then with both your hands just below the knee and squeezing your thigh closer to your chest, holding for a couple seconds, then release back down, stepping forward with that right foot. Then you're going to flex the left hip and knee and doing the same thing. So for that specific exercise, we are going to go down and back the full basketball court, and we're going to do it one time. Alright, so the second exercise I'm going to have you guys perform are the butt kicks. This is essentially just jogging with an emphasis on knee flexion. So to do this, you are going to start facing forward, and you are going to flex your knee and bring your heel as close to your glute as possible, and do the same thing alternately. So you're going to do this in the fast motion, running up and down the basketball court. So I'll show you in kind of full speed how this is going to look. So just like that. Alright, so we're going to do that exercise running down and back, full basketball court. This exercise stretches the rectus femoris, the iliopsoas, as well as the quadriceps. For our third exercise, we're going to do inchworm. This one might look a little funny, but it does help. This exercise stretches the rectus spinae, gastrocnemius, gluteus maximus, hamstrings, soleus, and anterior tibialis. So this one, we're also going to do the full length of the court. We're just going to go down, just because, as you'll see in a second, it's kind of a, I wouldn't say a long process of an exercise, but it's slow moving, like an inchworm. So for this one, you are going to start off standing with a slight bend in your knees. You're going to then bend at the waist, placing your hands palm down on the ground. Then you're going to slowly walk forward with your hands until your body is in a push-up position, and then you're going to walk forward with your legs. So as I said, that is a slow-moving dynamic exercise, but it does stretch out all those muscles, so it is essential. So then, like I said as well, we're just going to go down to one end of the court, turn around, and then we'll do the last exercise. Alright, so the fourth and final dynamic stretch that I'm have you guys do is the toy soldiers with single leg deadlift, alternating between the two of them. Together they're going to work on stretching your hamstrings and your quads to give you the, more of that power to run and jump during either practice or a game. The stretch also works on stability, so you'll notice when you're doing these that you may lose your balance here and there, especially when you're starting off the exercise on your first lap. But you just kind of want to make sure that you keep your center of gravity and you kind of focus on the stretch and try not to lose your balance as best as you can. So I'm going to show you how to do these. You're going to start with kicking your right leg up, and you're going to have your arms, I'll bend down so you can see this. You'll have your arms straight out ahead of you. So the goal is you're going to try to kick your hands in front of you. So standing up, you're going to have your hands out, kick your right leg forward, step down. Then you're going to bend at the waist, try to touch your toe, bringing your left leg up behind you, as you can see. Then you're going to swing your left leg forward, touch your toe, step, bend down, kick your right leg up, and then swing your right leg forward, and then keep alternating just like that. So for this stretch, we are going to do down and back the full length of the basketball court, and then you should be all warmed up and ready to go for practice. Alright, so just to recap on the exercises that I showed you guys, we're going to do the walking knee lift, the butt kicks, the inchworm, and the toy soldiers with the single leg deadlift. I pointed out to you guys exactly what muscles each exercise stretches. A couple of them had a group of muscles, and a couple of them only had like 1 or 2 muscles, but all together they are pretty important to stretch before a basketball game. And like I said before, these dynamic stretches help your body get warmed up for these types of movements that you will be using in practices and games. So I will not be here to then coach you through the rest of them. These are stretches and exercises that you guys can do on your own. You don't even have to do them just at practice. Like I said, you can do them before a game as well, or just on your free time if you're out playing with a group of friends, or if you're feeling kind of tight in any of those muscles that I mentioned stretches out. So you can even do these at home. All you need is a big enough space so you can do a couple laps here and there of each exercise. But like I said, all these dynamic stretches together make sure and warm up the big important muscle groups in the lower extremity that generate the most power for a sport like basketball that entails a lot of running and jumping and cutting and zigzag and pivots. So yeah, just make sure you guys give yourself enough time before practice, run through all these exercises. It should take you about 15 minutes. If you feel like you need to do more of one instead of the other, go right ahead. The more stretching, the better. Just don't overdo it. If there's any pain, stop or slow it down. But like I said, these should get you ready for good practice and a good game.